All right. So go ahead and just kind of read through this real quick. So this exercise is worth 2 points. He simulated the data for X and Y. Scatter plot is given, which is what I have opened here in JPEG. So the first thing says is to draw a regression line that you think best represents the data. So generally with this, like you basically want a line where half the data is above and half the data is below. But so like if you've looked at like some of the other regression lines, like in like the lab notes, like let me see if I can pull up some of the other, one of the other labs. Basically like it'll look just like this and the line literally goes from this corner to this corner. So because I had like a assignment for some class like a while back where they asked us to do the same thing, and like I don't know, it was really stupid how they wanted it. Here. Minutes. He said it was lab 7. So yeah, so like this one right here. So it's pretty much like exactly how it is just drawing from one corner to the other. Super duper simple. So, line. Black. I'll clean that up later. All right. So just like that, that is basically our regression line. Any questions about that?
Still trying to get the whole thing on a document. Hold on. Shit. So you said you screenshot it and then you put it onto a Word document yourself, or?
Yeah, you can do that. I just looked up a Paint website, like literally just Paint, and I clicked the first link and I just uploaded the screenshot, and that's how I drew my regression line.
With Microsoft Word, you should be able to just insert pictures, picture from file, and then you just have to like find the file and select it.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Just like that. And it'll come up like that.
All right. I don't know why it's not coming up my screenshot.
All right. So while you're working on that, I'm gonna keep reading through this. So okay, so draw the regression line that you think best represents the data. You can do this 2 ways. First, print it out and physically draw the line through it. Alternatively, you can use the JPEG and some drawing software like Microsoft Paint. Then after you draw the regression line, estimate the parameters for this line, show your work, give your calculations. If you printed out the picture, then take a photo of it, paste it to the document that you're turned in, or if you drew the regression lines digitally, copy and paste it into the Word document. So we're basically going to be working with that whole y equals alpha plus bravo x. Thus bravo or beta is the slope and alpha is the intercept. When we often refer to alpha as the constant or intercept. So the y-intercept is going to be when x equals 0. Because you have to think like with a normal, like when you have a normal graph, like this is like this line for the x-intercept is normally right here, and this line is normally right here. So when we're looking for the y-intercept, x is going to be equal to 0, and then we draw a line straight up. And so, and probably even a better way to do this is I'm going to use a rectangle box so that I know I'm getting perfectly parallel or parallel and perpendicular, and just bring it up right to where that corner hits the line. Like so where this corner hits the line. And so that, and then this carries it over so that we can see where it falls on the Y. And then afterwards, I'll just go in with an erase tool and I'll kind of just clean this up. Probably also do this, just drag it over. So, you know, looking at it, we have 0 to 5. So, you know, you probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's probably around 1.5. And so that is going to be your 1.5 equals like the alpha is going to be 0 plus the slope. And so that's what we're still trying to figure out. But so I'm so for you guys that did this on your own, are you guys probably calling that 2, or do you guys call that like 1.5?
Sorry, one sec. I'm still looking at it.
Not a problem. So me personally, I'm going to go ahead and call that 2. And so basically just do an ordered pair. So 0, 2, and X and then Y. And with that, we also know that the Y intercept is 2. So then the next thing that we're going to do is pick another point and do the exact same thing. So, if we just, to make it easy, go with 2. Once again, just take it to where it touches that line nicely. And then that this other stuff. And so for this one, obviously I chose 2 as my X coordinate, and up here, looks like it's pretty much right in the middle. So that's going to be 7.5.
I cannot draw a line to save my life. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
So now we need to figure out the slope. And so this is where we have m equals y2 minus y1 and x2 equals or x2 minus x1. So these are our x's and these are our y's. And so
So we type that in the Word document, right?
yeah. And you'll figure out exactly, like I'm gonna kind of just make a rough copy of like all the information and then I'll make it look nicer afterwards.
Mhm.
So, but it's gonna be y1 minus y2 divided by, because how this has like, the y's over the x's, it's the same thing as basically saying y's are divided by x's. Got that wrong. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we type this out. Our y2 is 7.5 minus our y1 is 2 divided by 2 minus 0. So, which turns into 5.5 divided by 2. Greater 5.5 divided by 2 equals equals 2.75. And so if we wanted to verify that this is correct, we could do another, just double check even more. So like we can go here at the 4.
Hmm.
So it's probably about 13.75. So we use the 2.75. We'll use this point, this one again, and then we can use this one, which is 4. And then I'd probably say 13.75. And so we basically just do this all over again. And just change out. So 1.75. $7.5. Two.
Hmm.
Mhm. Seven, 6.25. 6.25. 2. So it's a little bit different. I mean, it's kind of just comes with eyeballing these on the side. I was trying to play with these a little bit to try to figure out. We did just made this 7 and 14. I think then it goes out 3.5. This actually I want. What do you guys think with these numbers? You know, have you guys gotten anything different?
No. But again, my math isn't the best, so. Hmm.
But well, just move on from there. You know, we can always play with those because it also didn't sound like we needed to have the exact perfect answers. This was more as long as you tried. But so same thing. This is, you know, showing exactly what we did. We found the intercept. We found the X1s. And the corresponding values. Then we plug the numbers into this equation. And that gave us the slope, which was these ending numbers of 2.75 and 3.125. So this was just saying that the things that we're looking for are the parameters. And so it's in the beta, and then which is the slope, and alpha, which is the intercept. This is the exact thing you learned in high school of the line y equals mx plus b. Here, you know, slope and b is the intercept. And he just wants us to write our answers in a organized way. And so I thought he said something about yep. So that's really about it. I think it was just saying that you could use the mx plus b pattern to if that is what you're used to and everything. But your answer should be beta is the slope and alpha is the intercept. So like, I can't really, I don't know how to do a crazy looking A, but so like just this for alpha, which is the intercept. So it's going to be 0, 2, and then beta equals 3.125. And then just type it up so it looks neat. But this is kind of how you should have your formulas. So, you know, where it starts with the m equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, then you put in your coordinates into their correct spots, and then you just work it down until you come with that. Any questions or anything?
What else do we have to do besides put the graph, put the lines? You said we had to write sentences, like how many? Just
I don't think that there was any sentences really.
so it's just this with the what you have on your Word document. We don't have to write a sentence. I think I must have read it wrong then. I'm sorry.
It says write your answer in a neat and organized way.
Okay. Yeah.
You will get very little, if any, points if I cannot read or are very confused by your answers. So if adding sentences help, like, you know, or maybe like, so name this point A and this is point B, and then, you know, so right over here, you know, do point A and have this underlined, and then, you know, it's and then go the giant A. But, you know, something like that, so it knows that's A. Here's point A. It's the y-intercept of 2. The you know, and then it's 0, 2, and then put an enter and point B, and then do the same thing where B's right there. You know, whatever way to make it look neat and readable so he knows what areas you're talking about.
Okay.
Any other questions from anyone?
Nope.
No.
I just noticed though that time's about to expire in 4 minutes.
Yep. So that's why I just wanted to make sure that everyone's good. And when I finish making mine look all pretty and everything, I'll probably upload it to the group chat so that everyone can, you know, double check to see what I did versus what they did.
That would be helpful. Thank you.
Not a problem. All right. If there's nothing else, I'll go ahead and end this now, and then I'll get this uploaded to YouTube.
Okay, and you'll email us a copy of it when you're done, right?
I was just going to screenshot my document and then just throw it in the chat.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you, Gavin.
Not a problem. See you all later.
Bye.
Kevin, bye everyone. Be well.
I think
Likewise.